They called her Echo, not because she repeated anything, but because she was a ghost in the system. A whisper in the hallways of the high-tech military base, known as the Aegis. Maya, that was her real name. But no one bothered to use it. She was the quiet programmer, the girl who sat in the corner, her fingers flying across keyboards while her voice remained locked away. The other coders, all bravado and swagger, would toss jokes at her expense. "Hey Echo, blink twice if you're still alive." Or "Cat got your tongue," or just a syntax error. They saw her silence as weakness, a glitch in a world that ran on loud commands and assertive declarations. Little did they know, her silence was her fortress. The Aegis was the world's most advanced defense installation, a technological marvel built to withstand any conceivable attack. Its systems were layered with impenetrable firewalls and quantum encryption, all designed by the best minds in the country. Maya was one of them, but she was never seen as one of the best. She was just a maintenance coder, patching minor bugs and running diagnostics. Her work was invisible, thankless, while the hotshot programmers designed aggressive counterattack algorithms and celebrated their kills and simulations. Maya was tending to the digital roots of the base, the deep, foundational code no one else wanted to touch. It was there, in the quiet depths of the system, that she found it. A back door, not one left by an enemy, but a failsafe. A kill switch built by the original architects. A break glass in case of emergency protocol, so secret it was practically a myth. It was named the Lethe Protocol, after the River of Forgetfulness. A single line of code that could render the entire multi-trillion-dollar base inert. And only she knew it existed. The mockery reached its peak one Tuesday afternoon. Commander Thorn, a man whose ambition was matched only by his arrogance, was showcasing a new offensive AI to a panel of visiting generals. He paraded his top coders, Jake and Marcus, who preened under the praise. During the demonstration, a minor system anomaly flashed on a secondary screen. Thorn, annoyed by the imperfection, barked, "Someone fix that. You, Echo, make yourself useful for once." The room filled with snickers. Maya walked to the console, her face impassive. With a few keystrokes, she didn't just fix the anomaly. She optimized the entire subroutine, making it 20% more efficient. The data streams on the main screen flowed visibly smoother, too. There was a moment of stunned silence. Thorn, embarrassed that the silent girl had just effortlessly one-upped his star team, scoffed. "A lucky guess. Stick to your corner, Echo." The laughter that followed was sharper this time, crueler. Maya simply nodded and returned to her desk, her expression unreadable. But inside, something shifted. A line had been crossed. The next day, it all went wrong. Not with a bang, but with a terrifyingly silent cascade of failures. It started with a ghost signal, a new type of viral attack that didn't just bypass the firewalls. It absorbed them, turning the base's own defenses against it. The system, designed by Jake and Marcus, was built for brute force, not for this kind of insidious, intelligent assault. Alarms blurred. Lights flickered and died. Doors sealed shut. The generals were trapped in the command center with a rapidly dying fortress. Panic erupted. Jake and Marcus hammered at their keyboards, their faces pale with sweat. But every countermeasure they deployed was instantly consumed by the virus. The base was eating itself alive. Thorn roared, "What is happening? Get it back online." But they couldn't. The AI they were so proud of was now a rabid dog, tearing its own home apart. The entire Aegis, the world's shield, was minutes away from falling into enemy hands, its own weapons being turned against its creators. In the chaos, no one noticed Maya at first. She calmly walked to the main console, the one Jake and Marcus had just abandoned in despair. Thorn finally saw her. "Get out of the way. What do you think you're doing? He yelled, his voice cracking. Maya didn't look at him. She looked at the panicked generals, at the frantic, failing efforts on the screens. For the first time in 3 years, she spoke. Her voice was quiet, but it cut through the din like a laser. Commander, she said, her tone level, your system is compromised. It's a feedback loop. The harder you fight, the stronger it gets. You can't win. Thorne stared, dumbfounded. Then what do we do? He stammered. Maya met his gaze. The quiet girl, the butt of all their jokes, was now the calmest person in the room. You shut it down, she said simply. All of it. Jake laughed hysterically. Shut it down. There is no shutdown code for the whole base. It's designed to be impossible. Maya turned her head slightly. It's not impossible, she said. It's just a secret thing. Her fingers danced across the keyboard, typing a complex alphanumeric string. It was a code that looked like nonsense, beautiful in its complexity. On the main screen, a single query box appeared. Execute Lethe Protocol. She looked at Thorne, her eyes holding the weight of the world. Your call, Commander stared, his arrogance shattered, finally understanding. He nodded. Maya hit enter. And the entire base went silent. Absolutely, perfectly silent. The alarms stopped. The screens went black. Everything just stopped. In the deafening quiet, every single person in the room just stared at the woman they called Echo, the ghosts who had just saved them all by giving the code to make it all disappear.